Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I only have one coat on here, but what I need to do is add some liquid latex so we can do our nails. So this is liquid latex, like I bought a huge bottle of it from the Halloween store, and then I just put it into an old Essie Speedsetter bottle, and then that way it's easy to apply. It's getting it off my nail though. So there we go. It does skunk up the brush a little bit, but it's way easier to apply this way, and it works well. I think I might have to get, oops, I might have to get some more put in the bottle. I'll get my husband to do that. He did that for me the last time. So I'm just going to go put these on all my nails, and then once it's dry, then we're going to come back and we're going to do some nails. We're going to get messy, so that's why the liquid latex. Okay, so I will be back in a moment. You don't need to see all the nails. I probably will do 2 coats just because then it's easier to peel off. But yeah, okay, we'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. So these are the colors I'm going to use. The light blue, I did 1 coat on my nails. It's called So Fetch, and it's Color Club. Then this Color Club is called Endless Summer. So I've got a piece of tin foil, and I have a fan brush. We're going to do a gradient with colors. So I did 1 coat in case I don't, like if I have part of the gradient I don't get on my nails, at least you won't be able to tell that I've missed a spot. Oops. Okay. So I'm putting some colors down. So there we go. I'll put that out of the way. And then we're going to go in and probably should have started on a smaller nail. Oops. Oops. Okay, let's try a smaller nail. Okay. So I'm just going to make sure I get it in the both sides. And then and do this. So it's a quick way of doing a gradient. I really like that one. So just make sure you're using more polish. You want a fair bit of polish on there. And then back this way. Okay. So, and you can take like the end of the brush and you can kind of tap in. but I like that. Okay, we gotta fix the thumb because apparently I didn't get it as well. Oops. And then here and here. Okay, that looks better. So I like all of these now. Actually, I might do this one again a little bit. So I've done everything. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to leave it like that. I've got enough coverage there. So now I'm just going to go in and take all the liquid latex off. And then I can go in around the edges and clean what I've missed. But the latex usually has covered most of it. So, and then I'm just going to wait till this is dry, probably like 20 minutes or so. I'm going to put, I think I might put some fairy dust because fairy dust looks great on all gradients. And then we'll come back to, and then I'll top coat so it's all smooth. And then we'll come back and do some stamping. But, so there's my quick, easy gradient. So, okay, so hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've got my China Glaze fairy dust. So I'm just gonna go, I haven't cleaned up yet. I figured I'll do it after I put the fairy dust on. And that way I'll wait for it to dry and then I'll clean up and then top coat. But fairy dust always looks awesome. See, look, the sparkles. So, okay, so hang on, I will be back in a moment. Even with the fairy dust, it kind of smooths it out a bit as well too. Okay, hang on, we'll be right back. Okay, so I am all dry. I put on the fairy dust and then I put on a coat of Essie Speedsetter. I think it turned out really pretty. I like this gradient. Okay, so I'm going to do a sneak peek of the plates that are coming up on Friday, April 4th. For Pretty Fingers by Robin, and then we're going to use one of them. We're going to use this one. This one is called Bonsai and Cherry Blossoms. It's item 230, and I really like the cherry blossoms. And cherry blossoms are coming into bloom right now, so that's that one. The next plate that's coming out is called Arrows, and it's number 229. So this is a bunch of different arrows. So I will be using this one on a different video. And then the other one that's coming out is called Whales, and it's number 263. So it has a bunch of whales and lots of coral, which is really cool. And you got the whales with like the little sailboats or the big ships. And yeah, so that's very cute as well. So I will be using that one as well. I figured I might as well just show you. Okay, so let's get the film off of this guy. And one sec. Okay, so we're going to just clean that off, and then I'm going to wrap it. So here is the plate. I'm very happy with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the cherry blossoms, I think. So there's smaller ones and then there's bigger ones. So first off, oh, I forgot my, so I'm just going to turn this over. So I don't know how I'm gonna put them on. I might kind of break them up a little bit. So I'm just gonna take that off. And no, I don't like that. That was doesn't look very good. Okay. But I'm gonna get rid of some of that. Okay, I want to use this branch, so it's a good one, and this one. Let's do this one first. I'm just going to take what I don't want off. I want to get rid of that. All of this won't fit on my nails, but then this way at least I can kind of maybe put some on that nail and some on that one, like kind of spread it out a little bit. And then I'm going to do this one. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. I might do that one because it's just like the blossoms. I might do that on like my index finger or maybe my pinky. Get rid of this. Okay. And then I'll do actually probably only need the 4. Hang on one second. Okay, I'm going to do this one again. So I might put that one partially on my thumb. Okay, hang on one sec. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 pinks, a light pink and a dark pink. One is called Susie Nails New Orleans, OPI. And then No Turning Back from Pink Street. I figure both of the colors would look quite pretty. So first off, I'm going to get some of the darker pink. And then I'm going to kind of put it on the centers of the flowers. Just to kind of give it a bit of a kind of gradient look. I thought that would look kind of pretty. And did it. Get rid of that. And so I'm not being like super careful. I'm just kind of dotting it in. I love cherry blossoms. I think they're so pretty. Unless you have to park under them, then they're a little messy. If it's nice tomorrow, I might try and take the girls out, and then I'll try and take some pictures. We'll see if it's nice. So I did 5 just in case, so at least I have some for each nail. And then that way, if I can't fit it onto like multiple nails, I can just use part of them. So just rinse that off. And now we're going to go in with the lighter. So now I'm just going to kind of paint them in. So hopefully this works nicely. So I'm just kind of doing dots because there's petals, and then this way I'm painting the petals. Turn this one over in a sec. And I can go over the pink, the dark pink, because I've already painted it, so it'll show up still. So so there. So that looks kind of pretty, doesn't it? So then the little buds just get all pink. So then just dot. So the pink polish is starting to get, hubby's in the room. So there. So the polish is starting to get dried out, so I'm just going to clean off my brush, and then I'm going to get some more polish. You don't want to use dry polish because then it'll pick up your image. You don't want that. Okay, so I'm just going in, doing my little dots. So I think these will turn out pretty. That's why I did the blue background. I thought it would look really pretty. So it's like outside sky. Okay. And then this one. So just dot, dot, dot. Yeah, I can't wait to do the bonsai trees. I think those would be pretty too. I know my husband's into like the bonsai trees. He thinks they're really cool too. So there. Okay. And then there. Okay, that's starting to get hard. So we put a little bit more polish. That should be enough because this is the last one. So I'll just do my dots. So, holy, people are banging their car doors. We live above the store or visitor parking. Okay, I think that is good. Okay, one sec. Okay, and on some of them, the branches are a little wider. So I'm just gonna kind of go in with a brown. Oh, I missed that. So there. Get rid of that because I don't really need that. Okay. So just kind of lightly. Just do it. I'm just doing it super light. So it's just barely touching. And that way I don't mess it up. Not all of them have the branches, but some of them do. Oops. Okay, you got to be careful that you don't do that. I touched it and it just kind of came off. Okay, that's good enough. I might do this one a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to let these guys dry and then we'll be back to put them on. Okay, hang on. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Maniology sticky base coat. We're going to let that sit on the nails for about 30 seconds or so. We just want it tacky but not dry. So I'm just putting it on all of the nails. Okay, so I will be back in a moment. Okay, so now I'm going to go do that. I think I'm going to use that on the baby. And so I'm going to do that one. And that. And I think I'm going to leave that. Yeah, I think that's enough. So I did have an extra one just in case. So now I'm just going to go in and I'm going to chop off the cherry blossoms that are hanging over. And you can also take your orange stick and cut some of them off as well. So, like, I can do that there. And then just kind of break it off. And it's already dry, so it just breaks off really easily. And then, so let me finish this. Hang on. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my SheModern, my stamping sealer. You just need a thin, even coat. You don't need very much. A little goes a long way. So I just go over all the nails. And then once these are dry, then I am, oh, there's too much on the brush, so I take some of it off. So now what I will do is, once this is dry, then I'm going to go in with my Essie Speedsetter. But I really like how these turned out. They're so pretty. So I was thinking maybe I should have gone sideways, but I kind of like how they went down. So I'm good with them. I think they're pretty. I love them. So I will have all the products listed down below. I will have swatch photos coming up for you, and then of course, as per always, Daisy and Pippa. So thanks for hanging out with me while I do these nails. I love how they turned out. Okay, I hope you guys are doing well and you are staying safe. Okay, love you guys, and remember, be someone sparkle. Bye. What, is it sunny out and you want to go outside? Okay, well, I just got to see if she can open it. Oh yeah. Is it warm out? You don't care because it's just sunny? Shh! Daisy, be quiet. Don't wake up the neighbors. You stop too. Mommy's got to get some new plants when the plant store's open. To go with my gnomes. Stop barking. We go inside.